before we get to flipping on the wall and working our way in and coming out and breakouts and that, I like to start the kids on lane line flip turns, and we always want to practice as if we're coming into the wall just like a normal swim. So you're not going to come into the wall with your head up, right? So always start with your head down, arms out, feet stretched back, little kick. And then the idea is we're going to pull. I'll just play it here. We'll pull forward and wrap around. And because there's a lane line, in between you, it prevents twisting back and forth. So the kids are forced to go end over end straight over, and they have to land. And the idea is you want to land in that seated position, just like that, and hold it there for a second, just so you kind of get the idea of where you're supposed to be. A lot of kids, they really don't understand how flat your back has to be. They usually can't tell exactly where they are, and they're either like way up there or way down there. So this is also a nice opportunity to force kids to stop and kind of adjust their bodies and figure out exactly where they need to be, and they get to hold on to the lane line to kind of help them make those adjustments. So I'll just play this here at full speed. Usually do it a couple times in a row, but always start head down, pull across, and then try to get the flipping motion end over end. So one thing you will notice in these flip turns, especially when you're just starting out, it's a little easier to separate upper body and lower body. So I try to have the kids, so if you notice here, we kind of do the upper body first. The legs are they're relatively straight. They're not coming around just yet. And sometimes kids will try to bend their knees like that for some reason. They try to get into a ball a little too soon, and so they run into the lane line because their knees are kind of like that, and so they get stuck. So this drill also teaches to do the upper body first and then whip the legs around. So here legs are still straight, and then they're gonna close off and come around and land. Now, as you get older and faster and more experienced, you can almost combine those in real life. But actually, I think even if you watch most Olympians underwater, they tend to separate it out. They do one upper body first, lower body second. The second mistake you'll see a lot of kids do is they'll push down and they'll go up. They'll push the lane line down and they'll go up, and they'll try to wrap around like that. Try to have the kids stay as low as they can. Like this lane line should be rolling across their chest and belly as they come across. So stay low and try to get a good tight flip around it.